Hey, you tuned into Hollywood Official, and this is Hlomla Dandala from Jacob's Cross.
Jacob's Cross.
Right.
You guys are in your 4th season. This is a drama series, some would say a soap, but it's a primetime soap with more drama and sexiness and manipulation and betrayal. So what drew you to that role of Jacob?
A number of things. It's not often that you get African heroes, and Jacob is very much an African hero. And everyone wants to play that. That and the fact that it was a Pan-African show. What happens is you get a South African show or a Kenyan show or a Nigerian show, and so they tend to exist in isolation. And Jacob's Cross is fantastic because it's actually a story that spans the length of the continent. Crux of the show really is a Nigerian oil family. The patriarch of the family is needing to pass on the family business, and my half-brother Bola naturally assumes that it would be him, only for the patriarch to reveal that actually I have a son from South Africa from many, many years ago, and he is more fitting to run the family business. And naturally you can guess all the tension that comes out of that. And so my half-brother, who is how does one say murderous bastard nicely?
I don't know any words.
You know, he needs special attention. And so he gets really upset about it, and you have yourself an internal family war that spans the continent.
How was it growing up in South Africa as a young boy and wanting to get into movies and be on TV? Were you a loner? Were you?
In that, yes, I was. Television is very new in South Africa. Part of the apartheid system was to control media, and their version of controlling media was simply to not have it. So television is new, and so movies and things like that also, are relatively new. I remember telling my parents that this is what I want to do, and it did not go down well because they had never seen anyone who could make a career of this.
Right.
At best, it could be a hobby, but come on, what's your real job? I'm going to act. Yeah. No, I hear that. What's the real job? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a doctor, a lawyer? And so many people needed much convincing.
So what was the first role that you did?
Good Lord. I played, I cannot remember the character's name, but I played the son in what I guess would be a sitcom. It wasn't quite sitcom, it was more didactic than that. But it was, I played the son.
So when did your parents look and say, oh, okay, I think he can make a living out of this?
When I brought back my 3rd paycheck.
Why the 3rd, not the 1st?
Because the first one might have been a fluke.
And the 2nd?
Wow, you're really lucky. And by the 3rd, okay, there's a pattern here.
Okay.
So,
which role was that? Which
it was with that.
With the sitcom?
Yeah, with that sitcom. By the time I got to varsity, I think my parents surrendered to me doing to me being in this industry.
Because they knew that.
Okay, you know what? He's old. We can't chain him down, so let him do what he do.
And now, after seeing Jacob's Cross,
they're fantastic now. They are my biggest fans, by far my biggest fans. My parents will sit and analyze a line.
Really?
Yeah. Now, you said that this way. Why? What?
Now they're acting coaches.
Yeah. Totally. I love the industry.
Right.
I love acting. I love directing, writing. I love the length and breadth of it. I am terrified of fame.
Really?
Yeah. I'm terrified of fame. And so I was especially in my early career, I was very aware that there were shows that would just blow me up before I was done with college and you know, what I regarded was my educational period. And so I was quite clear to stay, I made a choice to stay clear of productions that would do that for me. And
so no press, no PR, no.
I
none.
stayed away from all of that. Fame makes you a prisoner.
Okay.
Unless you know how to deal with it.
Right.
And I was fortunate enough at a very young age to know that I was too young to deal with it.
Okay.
I guess I had the foresight. And yeah, it literally locks you up. And I had seen too many people lose their minds, you know, really mess up their lives because they didn't know how to handle fame. And I was acutely aware that I was nowhere near ready to deal with that kind of thing. And so it really came fairly late into my career, which I'm eternally grateful for. And now you take it in your stride, really. Surround
and so
yourself.
when your fans and audience members see you on the street and they want an autograph,
You have to. The way I view it is, if I were doing all this work and they didn't do that, that would be a statement unto itself. So you know.
because you want people to come to the theaters to see
Precisely.
you.